Yes, folks, it's Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. Do please like and subscribe. It's down there, folks. Yeah. Good news. Yeah, my book is published, part 3. At the moment, it's only on Kindle. So if you've got a Kindle device, then you can get it on Kindle on Amazon. It should be published in paperback very shortly. So I'll let you know when it's published in paperback, and the audio version may take another 6 weeks or so. But it will happen. It will happen. Today I'm going to talk by popular demand, by request. Somebody's asked me to speak about Armley Jail. That's in Leeds. It was originally called Leeds Borough Jail in 1847 when it was built, and it's got a castle-style exterior, which is obviously there to intimidate the working class, because we've got to remember what these prisons are really for, aren't we, folks, eh? Yeah, Boris Johnson visited the prison in 2019, but they let the bastard out. I mean, come on. You've got a crook like him locked up. Keep him in. I mean, what are these prisons for? He isn't working class, is he? No, he's a member of the Bullingdon Club when he was at Cambridge. Do you know it costs over £10,000 just for the uniform to join the Bullingdon Club? It's a club of louts and layabouts, rich ones, very rich ones, who hire restaurants and smash them up, and they say things like, just send us the bill. Yeah, seriously, the Bullingdon Club, look it up. I'll tell you who else was it. David Cameron was a member of the Bullingdon Club as well. Yeah, we won't talk about them. Yeah, but in my opinion, that's what's wrong with the country. People who have never actually done a day's work in their life making decisions about what working people like you and me have got to do. They make decisions for us. Yeah, and taxes. Don't pay no tax yourself. I mean, they've got non-dom status for the wives like Rishi Sunak and all that. He's a billionaire, yeah. I mean, they can't relate. You don't have to think about, I've got another electricity bill. How am I going to pay that? People do, you know. People have to think like that. Anyway, so we're talking about Armley Jail, yeah. I've been to Armley Jail a number of times. I was there on a course in, I think it was 1983. I believe it was. I was on a senior officer's course at Armley Jail. It was all right, you know, just what you'd expect, really. All about the rules and regulations and on and on and on, and nothing that you didn't already know, you know, because if you didn't know that, I mean, what were you doing there in the first place? So, yeah, and a number of notable inmates in Armley Jail. One of them was Chubby Brown, believe it or not. Royston Vasey, Mr. Chubby Brown, the comedian. He says he's a comedian. To me, he's a foul-mouthed pervert kind of filthy jokes. You know, I mean, I suppose if you like that kind of thing, why not? Personally, I'm not all that keen, but I mean, he's made a living at it, an honest living, yeah. But you're finding nowadays that Chubby Brown's getting his shows banned. Local authorities won't allow him on in their area because they say that he's not what we really want in our town, is he? Can you imagine him getting banned in Harrogate and, yeah, places like that? So it was built in 1847 as Leeds Borough Jail, and it became known as Armley Jail. Today it's called HMP Leeds, His Majesty's Prison Leeds. And it holds 1,100 inmates, Category B. It was originally used for executions. Well, they executed people in A Wing, I believe, yeah? But, of course, the executions stopped in 1961. But the deaths didn't. No, the deaths certainly didn't. 25 suicides in Leeds prison from 1995 to 2004. 25. There was also 11 deaths in prison, in that prison, HMP Leeds, since 2013. So in the last 10 years, there's been 11 deaths in the prison. I mean, these are relatively young people. One of them was a transgender, an individual who was identifying as a woman but was not allowed to be transferred into a female prison, and she was found hanged in her cell at Armley jail. Yeah, the jail itself was built out of local stone. Have you ever seen it? It's quite an impressive front. Yeah, it looks very much like a castle. As I say, they're designed like that to intimidate the working class. Do what you're told, yeah. Go to work 6 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night, or else you're going in Armley jail. Built in 1847. Apparently, it's significantly improved, according to the Howard League for Penal Reform. But the Prison Reform Trust did an investigation into HMP Leeds, and they found that 28% of the inmates, 28%, were taking drugs inside prison. I mean, if they can't keep the drugs off the landings in the prisons, what bloody chance have they got on the streets? No chance. So, I've been asked to talk about Armley Jail. That's a little talk about Armley Jail. One of its other famous inmates was a man called Charles Peace. He was a notorious burglar and murderer in Victorian times. He was hung at Armley Jail. And quite rightly so. I mean, he was a dangerous, nasty bastard, Charles Peace. He also has held Charles Bronson. Yeah, your friend of mine, Mr. Salvador. Yeah, I hope you're watching, Charles. Eh? You're looking well, mate. Yeah. And it did hold for a while the Yorkshire Ripper, Peter Sutcliffe, before he managed to convince everybody that he was insane so that he could get to Broadmoor and get Jimmy Savile to suck his dick. No doubt about that either, is there? That dirty pervert, yeah. So anyway, it's that time of day, folks. That's the song dinger. I'll tell you what I've been doing lately. I've been buying old records, old 78 records of Elvis Presley. I've got one coming from America, which I didn't even know he'd recorded it. He recorded Shake, Rattle and Roll. Get into that kitchen, make some noise with the pots and pans. You get my breakfast, 'cause I'm a hungry man. Yeah, that's Shake, Rattle and Roll. What's the other one I've got? I forgot to remember to forget you. I can't seem to get you off my mind. Something like that. I got Don't Be Cruel as well. And Treat Me Nice. I quite like that one. I tried it with my wife. You get smacked with a frying pan when you try that one. She makes some noise with the pots and pans, bouncing them off this baldy head. You didn't know I'd gone bald, did you? I know, that's why I wear a hat usually. I haven't bothered today anyway. Thought you'd have a treat. Yeah. So I'm going to recite you a poem now. This is a poem I wrote about the use, Donald Trump style, where he uses this orange stuff to put on him. Yeah, well, I wrote a poem about that. It's called Instant Suntan. Are you ready? And don't forget, you can get my book on Kindle, on Amazon. It's HMP Manchester Prison Officer, Part 3. Are we ready? There's a sample up there. You can read a sample. You read the first chapter free. Instant Suntan by John G. Sutton. Deep brown, never red, that is what the label said. No harmful rays unkind to man, in a tube, instant tan. Put it on, last thing at night, morning came. What a fright! One dark leg and a big white bum, streaky chest where the stuff had run, face all blotchy, near black nose, staring eyes, twinkling toes. At the pool on holiday, all the people ran away. "Is it catching?" called a man. "No, it's instant bloody tan." Instant Suntan by John G. Sutton. Tales from the jails, folks. Armley jail today. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye.